There are places in the world that stop you completely, where the beauty is so concentrated, so perfectly arranged, that your feet slow without you deciding to slow them, and for a moment you simply exist inside what you are seeing. Rurikoin, in the northern hills of Kyoto, is one of those places. The temple sits in Yaes, a quiet valley at the foot of Mount Hii, where the Takano River runs cold and clear. The name Rurikoin means house of lapis lazuli, a name that promises something luminous, something precious, something worth traveling far to find. Rurikoin opens to visitors only twice a year, for a brief window in spring, when the new maple leaves glow in impossible shades of green, and again in autumn, when those same trees ignite in crimson and gold. Outside these periods, the gates remain closed. This rarity is part of its power. The approach to the temple is a stone path lined with moss and ancient trees. The sound of the city disappears entirely. In its place, birdsong, the movement of wind through branches, and the particular quality of silence that only very old places possess. The first floor of the main hall opens onto a view of the garden that has made Rurikoin famous across Japan. A low black lacquered writing desk sits before the window, and on its polished surface, the garden reflects a perfect mirror image of maple trees, floating in the darkness of the lacquer. This reflection, the garden appearing inside the desk, the trees growing both upward and downward at once, has been photographed millions of times, yet no photograph fully captures the stillness of standing there in person, watching the leaves tremble in the reflected world beneath you. In spring, the reflected maples are a luminous chartreuse, almost unreal in their brightness against the dark wood. In autumn, they become deep crimson, burgundy, and amber, the colors of fire seen through still water. Both seasons are worth crossing the world to witness. The garden itself was designed in the tradition of the Tsukiya style, a form of Japanese aesthetics that prizes subtlety, natural materials, and the beauty found in impermanence. Every stone, every moss-covered path, every carefully placed tree was chosen to evoke a sense of Ma, the meaningful pause between things. The upper floor of the temple holds a reading room that looks directly into the heart of the maple grove. Visitors may sit in silence here, surrounded by books, watching the light change through the leaves. It is one of the most quietly extraordinary rooms in Japan. The moss that covers the garden floor is a deep, living green that seems to glow from within after rain. Rurikoin receives enough rainfall in the Kyoto basin to keep its moss perpetually saturated, perpetually luminous. Walking beside it, you feel you are looking at something alive and breathing. Rurikoin's waiting lines can stretch for hours during peak autumn season. People come from every part of Japan, and from countries across the world, to spend perhaps 20 minutes inside. Almost all of them say it was worth every minute of waiting. Some return every year, to the same desk, to the same reflection. There is a Japanese concept called mono no aware, the bittersweet awareness that beautiful things do not last. Rurikoin exists to make you feel this. The maple leaves will fall, the season will close, the gates will shut again. But for a few weeks each year, this small temple in the hills of Kyoto shows you what the world looks like when it is trying its absolute hardest to be beautiful.